Hey, my lovelies, here's what has to happen today. These have to get mounted on these to put on here to finally be able to measure for those drive shafts that we need for the vehicle. Now, it seems like I've said this in every episode. There's been a problem. The swamp cooler doesn't work in here. I don't know what's going on, but it is so hot. Every time I come in here, I'm here for like an hour and then I'm like, I'm out. It makes me really warm. It makes me really sleepy, and then I just kind of give up on the day. But today is the day. Now, before any of that, I got to take these out. I want to get them painted. So take these out, put the fenders on, we'll paint these, we'll put these back in, then we'll put the wheels and tires on. But first, because you guys are freaking awesome, I have to go to the post office and get a bunch of these sent out to you. Thank you guys for going on ordering the sticker packs. It's the only thing that's available right now. Merchandise will be coming at the end of next month. I love the post office here in Hurricane. Next up, AutoZone to get some more black paint for those inner fender liners. They're just gonna look so much better painted black since everything is black accented on that giveaway Jeep. So yeah, paint time. Whoa, that was quick. Yep, got the paint for the inner fender liners. And one more stop. Walmart for a couple of things. That escalated. I'll tell you why in a second. Yeah, I went in for 3 items and I came out with like 5 bags. It's okay though. We're gonna celebrate some things later on today, and therefore we're gonna be switching up what I decided what we're gonna have for dinner. I thought that I was finished in town. I actually need some of these when I mount the wheels and tires. Might be handy. Couple more stops. One more stop. It's very important. One would actually say this is the most important ingredient for tonight's meal. Update on this. The past 20 minutes I have spent driving up and down Main Street because I just think, Holly, you're going absolutely crazy. You can't miss this bright yellow building that's been there with flags outside right next to the park. Well, apparently not. I've just hopped into El Jeanette. I went in, I said, listen, where is that market gone? They demolished the building for the park. It's a sad day. It's actually really sad. They did the best guacamole salsa, carne asada. I did go into El Jeanette and I asked them about their guacamole. I said, is it mushy or chunky? And he said, oh, it's mushy. And I went, And he said, I can make a chunky batch for you. So bless his wee heart in the back, doing his thing, made some chunky guacamole. So I'm actually gonna rush home now. Mainly because there's groceries in here and we need to get them in the refrigerator, and I'm gonna try it. It's not chunky enough for me. Anyway, by's the by. It's finally time to get to the shop. All right, I've been cleaning on upstairs because we're putting parts upstairs in the floor because everything, when you work in here, it just kind of gets messy and I haven't been up in there for a while. So done that, but come down here to work with the exhaust that was in there. Now we're gonna get an exhaust loop delete. What we do know is that we can actually measure 1 3/4 inches from this weld and cut right here so that when the kit comes, it just slides on in there. Okay. I feel like my mom right now. Sorry, Mom. I'm getting older. I have to go all the way back 1 inch and make that face, apparently. All right, be away with you into a cart with all other stuff. hold up, not gonna paint yet, being lazy, not going to be lazy, gonna take these fender flares apart so that I don't end up spraying the hardware. That's way better. Now I'm just getting the shop ready to mount the wheels and tires, but I want to clean the tires first. Nessie's here, but wanted to show you this. Tumbleweed absolute galore. It was like 65-mile-an-hour winds last night, and I never even noticed them. Weird. Okay, tires are nice and clean. We have tires all over the shop. We have them out here, we have some right here, and we have some here. So it's really nice getting these wheels mounted on the tires so that they can get on the vehicles that they're supposed to be on. So obviously we're getting them on here. Here is what it's gonna look like. And here's how I mount beadlocks. Of course, we have KMC wheels, 1, 2, one in the box, one on here. So let me show you what I use. I use some soapy water, of course, a mallet, a pry tool. I really don't like using these, but it's okay. We're gonna use it anyway if we need it. Torque wrench, we're gonna be torquing those bolts down to 14 foot-pounds. An electric tool just to make it a little quicker and easier to begin with. We have valve stems, have a valve stem puller thrower, and a tool that we use to keep that bead down. I'm gonna show you exactly where we use this. It's now time to put everything back on the Jeep before putting those tires on, but we're getting a little hangry, right?
Very hangry.
Time for food. It's the next day. Lunch turned into a siesta that turned into forever sleeping. So we're here. And look who's here.
Yes, I want.
Okay, whilst those guys have been doing wheels and tires and they have got them out of here, they're so happy about that. I love it when we can have friends in the shop. It's really cool. But I have been doing inner fender flares and getting those rear fenders on, and they just look, they're really finishing the vehicle look off. All right, now it's just time for popping those wheels and tires on the vehicle. I still have to put brake lines in, I still have to put air lines in, but to get that measurement for the drive shafts, I just need to get this thing on the ground ASAP. I did go and steal some lug nuts from Mischief Maker because I thought I had the correct ones here and spare ones. I don't. So, parts stolen. Let's get these wheels and tires on here. Now keep in mind, if you've ordered axles and they come all put together, this is going to be on one of the studs. This is holding that rotor in place on the axle when they're shipping it. So remember to remove this before putting the wheels and tires on. So this is kind of one of the reasons why everything's kind of slowed all the way down for me. It's just the heat in here. I'm a Scottish quiney, and honestly, the heat puts me in such a bad mood after a little while. It just irritates me so much that I'm like so hot. But I'm also very thankful that I'm not doing this. Mischief Maker has been chilling in the backyard in Pennsylvania for the past week. I'm indoors, I have a roof over my head, and I just need to get used to this stickiness, I guess, in the summer. These wheels do come with hubcaps. Now, the reason why I don't put these on, especially for rock crawlers and the axle that I have, is because in the rear, if you end up breaking a rear axle shaft, you want to be able to get to that pretty easily and quickly. And also the front, I want to be able to get to those locking hubs. So that's why I never use these at all. A lot of people have asked me in the past about that, so hope I answered the question. All right, it is on its own weight, and let me tell you, I'm kind of in love with this vehicle. If I could enter to win this, I would, and I'm not just saying that because I've built it. It's got so many amazing parts from so many awesome partners that we work with, and I love the color. This Earl color is absolutely gorgeous. The coilovers and bypasses are popping out there, and everything color matched black is just making it look super classy. And also, it kind of looks like a rock monster. I just cannot wait to test this. But before we go out testing this, which should be very soon, we still have the steering to do. The steering that we have right now is not going to work with the axle, so So that should be here today or tomorrow the next day. Get that done, get the exhaust done, get all the little mundane things done like brake lines, ABS lines. Put the track bar in the back. I actually just ratchet strapped that, making sure that when it came down on its own weight, it didn't shift over to one side or the other. Finished putting those seat covers on, just little things like that, and then we'll be off to the races. I cannot wait to go test this Jeep and see what it can do. I'm very, very proud of this, and I am already very jealous of the person who wins this. Now, if you're heading to Smoky Mountain Jeep Invasion, you will see it there. It will be in the RPM booth, and yeah, you'll be able to see it in all of its glory. It's gonna be awesome, and might do a little wheeling there also to kind of test it out on the East Coast as well as the West Coast, so heck yeah. Now, if you want to win this Jeep, which you really should want to, head on over to treadlightly.org where you can get your entries. Also want to give a huge thank you to everyone who has been voting for the Onyx Off-Road Build Challenge. You guys rock. I'm going to leave all those links in the description below. Keep voting every single day. I would love to be in the top 3. That is my goal with that build, and that build will be taking place right here as soon as this one is finished. So it's about midnight right now. I am absolutely sticky and gross, so I'm gonna go to bed now, but thanks for watching.